So, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Vera Salix, and in our today's episode, we're going to tackle vaginal dryness. We want to understand what is vaginal dryness, how common it is, and the management for vaginal dryness. So, before we begin, I just want to tell you kind of a story. Is this really a story? But you'll be able to judge. You'll be able to judge at the end. So, in my hometown, after every 100 kilometers, you'll get a kibango. There is a poster, and in the poster, it's in courtesy of native doctors, waganga wa kienyeji, and in their posters, by the way, they have funny names like Maji Marefu, Loliondo. And by the way, they treat everything. Mpaka, they can even give you nyota. They'll be like, we treat lost nyota. If you want to have your nyota back, you can call Maji Marefu. So in those posters, in number one, you'll find they treat erectile dysfunction. And that got me thinking, why do they just treat erectile dysfunction? Don't women have also pressing problems regarding sexuality that needs to be solved? I've been asking myself this question for 20-something years, because that is where I've grown up, and I would be seeing those posters and I would be asking, when are women just okay? That brings us to this topic, vaginal dryness. It's something that has broken marriages. It has caused emotional distress and also depression and etc. So it's something that really needed to be solved, if it's not urgently, and it needs to be solved by us, by you, by understanding what it is, and by seeking the right help. So one of our viewers inboxed me and said, "Hi Vera, I have a client and she's newly married, and this client of mine reports of having dry vagina during sexual intercourse." And what is the red flag here? The red flag is this is a newly married couple, and it's not assuming, but it's true that this is a young couple, and being a young couple, having dry vagina is not common. Commonly, you have dry vagina when you are in menopause or postmenopausally. That is when you experience dry vagina. Premenopausally it's not easy to experience dry vagina, not unless you have some underlying causes or conditions. It is predominantly caused by having low estrogen levels. And what factors can lead to low estrogen levels in a premenopausal women? Let's get to see them. Well, number one factor that can cause dry vagina is when you use scented products on your Miss V. Like you want to wash your Miss V with scented soap and also scented products. I don't know if I'd say doing, but using scented products can literally dry up every fluid in your vagina and make it dry. Also, when you use hormonal contraceptives, it can predispose you to having dry vagina. This is not common for everyone, but some people, while they are using hormonal contraceptives, they might experience dry vagina. And also, in a woman's life, there are some periods when they are pregnant and when they're breastfeeding, and this time you might not have the best sex ever, so you can also experience dry vagina. And maybe if you have post-trauma, maybe you were defiled or raped while you were young, or you were raped at some point, or you had trauma in relation to sex, like penetrative sex. This can also cause dry vagina, because it comes from the mind. Sex comes from the mind, from the pituitary. So if already your mind is not at ease, there's no way you're going to be on for the game. Yes. Well, okay, let's proceed on. Maybe if you are depressed, like we said, sex comes from the mind, excessive stress, and also if you've had medical procedures or you are on medication like maybe antidepressants, or hysterectomy has been done to you, or also if you're on chemotherapy, you can also experience this, also vagina premenopausally. In absence of this, there is a condition that is autoimmune, like your immunity is fighting against itself. It's called Sjogren's syndrome. I'll just pronounce it Sjogren's syndrome. So Wikipedia told me that it's pronounced that Sjogren's syndrome. Yeah. So in Sjogren's syndrome, there's dryness of body fluids. So when the body fluids are dry, even Miss V can be dry, and this can cause vaginal dryness. Wow. I think up to there we can relate. We can relate on causes of vaginal dryness, and even if we are doing something that might predispose us to having vaginal dryness, then we are going to at least look onto how we are going to alleviate it so that we don't get dry vagina in future. What is the management? First, you need to get to your healthcare provider, and your healthcare provider is who will decide on what is the best remedy for you. Most of us will just use KY jelly to lubricate. Yeah, KY jelly, it's good, it's sweet, but I mean, it's not like everything. Every woman has a different cause of vaginal dryness. So I think just getting to know the underlying cause and getting to treat it from there is what can cause 100% treatment effectiveness in women. So your healthcare provider might do pelvis exam, and during pelvic exam, yeah, we might get vaginal redness. Maybe that shows us that there was some penetration that was happening. Yeah. And also you can be advised to use hormonal therapy, estrogen, hormonal therapy, and it can come in different forms. It can come in form of cream. Example we have is Primarin cream. It can come in form of tablets, and the tablets can, example that we have is ospemifene tablets, and also it can also come in form of vaginal suppository or vaginal pessary, and this is what you can use to alleviate vaginal dryness. So man, if you see your lady has some Miss V dryness, I mean, you don't have to panic, just talk it out. Sometimes it could just be stress, like we talked, and it can just be okay. And some of you're rushing your females. Hey, take them slow. I mean, there's nowhere you're going. Why can't you just take your time? Prepare your woman. At least mbaie ka lunch. Unajua sisi wanawake wa Kenya tunapenda ka lunch. And after umeshatubaya tu lunch, tutasikia vizuri. Even the trauma that is in our akili itapotea. So you just don't want to treat us well and you expect us to be good. That was just a by the way. So karibuni tena to our next episode, and please don't forget to subscribe and like, share. Bye for now.